So Alejandro, can we just talk now a little bit about the options now with all that's going on in the UK now, which is, I don't want to go there because it's awful what's happening, but a lot of British people are bringing their plans forward, or they're thinking about not waiting till they retire. They would love to move to Spain now. I know I'm getting loads of messages from people that are thinking of doing this. So, but they're not really sure on their options. Now, the one thing that's off the table is the golden visa. Now that's gone, so you can't get that. You've missed the boat. It's not open to everybody because obviously it was a lot of money. But there are several different options that are open to British people that want to move to Spain, and they can do it quite quickly now. There's some quite quick routes open to them. So then can we just talk a little bit about what are the options for British people that want to move to Spain now, and what are the requirements, the basic requirements for this? And there is information on my website so that I can show people more in detail. But what are the options open to British people now?
Yeah, well, since as everyone knows already, since Brexit, things are a little bit tough than before when you were in the European Union. The first thing that I must say, and you also agree that probably you receive some clients, is that those that they have like a past relative in Ireland, and this is happening a lot, the people are applying for a passport there, I would do it because it makes everything easier. I don't know if you know, but what I heard is that those people in Ireland, where they are, massive applications for new passports, so they have a lot of new citizens there in Ireland.
But it needs to be a grandparent or a parent, doesn't it? I think it's very strict. If you've got grandparents or parents that are Irish, then you can apply for it. And it's normally, I know several people that have done this, it's fairly straightforward. It takes a little bit of time, but it's fairly straightforward and you get accepted. But it's only if you've got parents or grandparents. It can't go much further back than that.
Probably. I'm not an expert on that. I don't know what they require, but I know that many people are applying for that because it's easy. So it doesn't matter if it's just one person of the couple. Imagine that just one of you has got or used to have a relative that are from Ireland or any other country, Italy, France, whatever, and you can apply for that passport. Apparently, with Ireland, as you have more connections, it's easier to get if you are British. But what people do not know is that if one of the persons in the couple do have this possibility and the other not, both can entry easier, not just entry, apply for residence easier that if not. So it doesn't matter that the other person is not Irish. You can apply through this person that in theory is considered from the European Union. Those from the European Union, their lives is much easier to do it here because what they ask is not very complicated. Or even if you don't apply for residence, it's not such a big deal as it is with the British, because you cannot be in Spain more than 90 days every 180. So so that would be the first thing. If you have any possibility whatsoever of getting the Irish of any other European residence passport, go for that. Then you need to be clear of who you are and your conditions. Those that are retired, the age of retirement, or even if they are not retired, but they don't want to work at all in Spain, the most popular thing is the non-lucrative visa. That visa is given to those that are not looking to work or have a business in Spain. You don't have not many requirements, but the main thing, or what we are asked and why some people cannot come is because they ask you to prove that you have enough financial funds for you and your couple to make your life in Spain with no need to access to social services. So initially, if you apply for that thing, you will have 1 year of visa, and then you have to renew after the first year, and they give you 2 years, and then another 2 years, up to when you are 5 years in Spain, you will obtain your permanent resident, and you don't need to prove anything to get the permanent resident.
Can I just say as well, a lot of people I know are worried about working in Spain, but several of them have gone for this, knowing that they will want to work. And after 1 year, they can change that visa, the non-lucrative visa, to a self-employed visa or find a job. And I know that you have dealt with some of my listeners and followers, and they've done that. I personally know a couple of people have done it, and they've changed, and it's fairly straightforward. And here in Almeria, it's quite quick as well, isn't it? You can change from a non-lucrative visa to apply to go self-employed, and then you bypass all the commitments later on for renewal, the funds and everything like that. You set up your own company. How long does it take? I think you can be down to 2 weeks, can't it? As quick as 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, the good thing of that is that you don't need to go initially to the Foreign Office in Almeria or in the place where you are based. Everything is submitted online, and it can take 20 days to obtain when you submit all the paperwork all together. And after that, then you will need to go and put your fingerprint again, because they will issue a new TIE in your name. Now, what we are suffering is that it's difficult to get an appointment to get this TIE in place, because apparently appointments are taken by other people through a software bot or something.
Yeah.
That they are collecting these appointments. Yesterday, I had a conversation with the Foreign Office, or it's like the government in charge of the Foreign Office, and they told me that they are now working in improving that. There is a new boss in the police in especially in Almeria, which we are having these problems, and this person is working on changing and doing things to make it equal for everyone. I mean,
yeah.
It's that you try on the same route as others that are getting the appointment with some kind of bot or software.
Yeah.
That is always sending applications, so it's easier than what we can do. Is because we're just people ourselves. We can do it with my employees in this case. So apparently it's going to improve. We noticed something the last week that is being better, but we have a very, very, very long queue of people waiting for that. And with the problem that now there are like 5 years since Brexit came. Brexit was on the 31st of December 2020, and now is the last, the last extension for those that got before the Brexit. So there are going to be a big number of British in this case that are going to suffer to get the disappointments in Spain.
But there isn't anything to worry about, because if you've applied for the appointment, that's fine. Even if you pass your dates, you don't have to worry. Is that correct?
No, not at all. That's all. People are scaring because getting very nervous of those that need to travel or something, because they think that they are illegal somehow. This is not the case. The problem is not yours, is the system, and as long as you apply on time when you have to do it, then putting the fingerprints is not such a big deal. If you, what I tell people is, if you need to travel because you need to go back to your place, just go back, and if it's expired and you cannot show, or the police, when you enter back in Spain, they tell you that it's expired, you give them your passport and they stamp it, and that's it. It's not a big deal, because even if your passport is stamped, as you will have your TI in place sooner or later, it's not going to go anywhere, these dates or the days that you got stamped, and so that's not a big deal. What you were right, we didn't comment before, is that when you need to renew after your first year for 2 years, is that you need to prove, if you do the normal route, that is non-lucrative visa, with the money and so on, because you don't need to work or you don't want to work anymore. There is a difference between some provinces. We don't know why, but in Malaga or Alicante, I think even Murcia, Barcelona, when you need to renew for the following 2 years, they ask you to prove that you have enough savings or income for 2 years for you and your couple, right? So sometimes it could be a big amount of money that could go for 70,000 or maybe more euros. What we have as an advantage in Almeria province, is where we are based, and we are proud of it, is that in Almeria they just ask you for 1 year of proof of income. They just will ask you, even if it's the renewal is for 2 years, they just will ask you to prove that you have enough income from 1 year. Which one is correct? It's an interpretation of the law that they are doing in less restrictive in Almeria, and we are happy about that.
So more reason to move to Almeria.
That's true, yeah. We welcome people here.
So the Irish passport, the non-lucrative visa, now the digital nomad visa. Can we just talk about that a little bit? And that's another option a lot of people going for.
Yeah. Imagine, and this is fairly recent. It has got like a couple of years, maybe less. We use what we call the digital nomad visa. This is for those that are looking to continue working, that are looking to making some money, and they could work remote. Imagine that you are an employee, that you could work from your house with your laptop, your mobile phone, or whatever, the way you want to work, and the company that you are working for in UK or outside the European Union, wherever you are living, they let you continue working remote. If this is the case, you could apply for this digital nomad visa, and you can apply for that and start living in Spain and working from Spain. You can be an employee, or you could be also self-employed in your country. And also being self-employed, you have the possibility of applying for it. So if you are a person that can work remote, if you are an employee or you are self-employed, you could apply for this digital nomad visa and switching from working in the place where you are to work from Spain.
And isn't there a time limit on this? You're supposed to be working for that company for 1 year. Is it 1 year in the UK?
Yeah, the conditions are more or less that you need to show, in the case of an employee, 3 months of pay slips. In the case of self-employed, 3 invoices to your client, in this case. And the company that you are working for should be older, should be in the market more than 1 year.
Okay.
Which is this is not a very complicated thing.
Yeah.
The rest of the things are similar than for the non-lucrative visa. But the good thing is that some people that are working there could move to Spain. Initially, for those that are employees, they need to apply for what we call A1. The A1, if we talk about UK, you need to apply in the Social Security office in Newcastle, and this is a document that they will give you and proves that you have English coverage Social Security, so you are covered by the English system. And normally they will issue you for at least 2 years. If you are able to get that, which they give it to you, no problem, they will give you the visa for the same period that you are getting that. After that, you need to see what you can do. If they can extend that A1, fantastic, you will apply for a new extension. If you are self-employed, well, the thing is that you would need to stop being self-employed since the moment you come to Spain in your country and register as self-employed in Spain, which is also normal and easy to do.
Okay, so there are many other different variations and visas that are available to people, but they're the ones that most British people go for at the moment. And if people need any help with this, then I suggest speaking to an expert like yourself, where you can advise them what is right, because everybody's needs is slightly different. and there are different options open to people now. So, you know, you can bring your plans forward. You can get out of the UK now if you wanted to. These options are available. You need to speak to somebody that can tell you exactly what is the right visa for you. So thank you very much, Alejandro, for your time today. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.